All right, we're live. It's very, not having that intro, Matt, is very.
It's.
It's
I'm
like,
just saying. I'm just saying. It's. We don't need the intro for just Facebook. But
yeah,
just hopping into Facebook. So what's the deal, Steve?
yeah. Well, I'm looking. Okay, good. We have a few people at least watching. I was just waiting for that zero to turn into something. Good to see you guys. It's been a week.
In a minute.
And I've been working with Rob over at RS Prop Masters for probably a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to figure out what it is that we want to do and all that, and talk bouncing ideas back and forth with Rob. And we had some ideas of things that we wanted to do, and then Rob said, "Well, I think those things aren't special enough. We need to do."
And Steve, just to give some people some context, like we, as a group of like admins and stuff, like we've talked to each other and talked to RS about doing something exclusively for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. And when I was bouncing ideas, Rob really appreciates the people in the group, really appreciates the group. He watches the show all the time.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do something extra special for the group. So he had this idea of this thing that he wanted to do. And it was like, we were instantly, whoa, that's different. That's totally different. Right. And so, I got pretty stoked. The more and more I thought about it, the more and more stoked I got about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so tonight we're just going to be on 5-10 minutes for this to tell people a little bit about it. And then after that, we're going to take a quick break and then be back on at 1:30.
Yeah.
But we're not going to tell you what the helmet is tonight.
Well, we can't. Yeah. Rob doesn't want us to. So
yeah, Rob doesn't want us to. Rob has a couple things he needs to take care of first.
Right.
But I did talk with Rob, and the 20th of this month, which you all know what that's an anniversary related to ESB coming up. Coincidentally, we're going to make the full-fledged announcements on the 20th. So let me give folks just a little bit of what I can tell you. So this is, some of these things are going to make you scratch your head. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. There is no way, no how, no chance anybody's going to guess what this is.
No, you don't think at all? You don't think anyone's
there's no chance.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell everyone this. When I first heard about this thing, I didn't understand it. I mean, Steve told me exactly what it was, and I still didn't understand what this thing was. And so I will say that it's very different and just very unique, and and I think it's gonna be very limited too. So it's gonna be a crazy piece.
Yeah. So don't expect like another X-wing pilot helmet or anything like that. It's totally atypical of what you would expect. So I was talking to Rob, and he said, "Hey, you know what? It's not known that this actually exists right now." Okay. So that was like, wow, really? So it's never been available to the public. And it does, and basically it's never been available, and nobody knows it really exists. So that's scratch your head on that one. So that just gives you an idea of how completely different and how completely rare this is going to be out of left field. And we talked about edition size. I don't think we really nailed that down, but it's going to be very limited.
Right.
I don't know. We haven't worked out the details yet about how exactly we're going to do it, but I think we may even try to just limit it to our, exclusive to our group, kind of like what we did with the Emphas Nest, statue with NYC. And Rob said, it's never been available to the public, and it won't be again.
Do we know? Can we say, Steve, how limited this is going to be? Can we even say that? I don't.
I think okay. So this is not definite at all. So nobody hold us to this.
Yeah.
But what were the numbers that we were talking about, Matt?
I think it was in like 25, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Around there.
ultra. What was that, Jason? Do you remember
No,
that?
I was saying, yeah, I was saying approximately 25. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be ultra limited.
But that is
Really.
to be determined.
Yes, it is.
TBD.
Absolutely.
Yeah, TBD.
Yeah. Taylor's asking, will it be a similar purchase system to NYC? I don't know. I think so. I'm kind of wondering how everybody felt that went for. Well, we're not even done doing it yet, but how many things it's been going. And I still need to work out with Rob the details, like on how that's all going to work.
Yeah.
We're going to record on the 16th and then announce it on the 20th.
It's going to be crazy, dude. I already feel bad because I know not everyone's gonna be able to get this thing. And I already feel kind of bad because like it's, you know, first of all, it's not for everybody. It will not be for everybody. It just be rest assured that whoever's going to watch this, it's not necessarily just because RS is coming out with this that you will like it. It is different, but it is also extremely rare and unique. And I just don't even know how that when you guys do because I'm not going to be there or be able to be there for the announcement on the 20th. I'm going to be out of town, but when you guys do that announcement, you really need to like
explain it.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, because
I think I had to, how long did it take me to try to re-explain it to you, Matt?
No, it took me a couple times to really like wrap my head around it because all I know is what they normally do. And so it took me like several conversations to be like, okay, I think I understand what this is. It's so different.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that this is definitely going to be lineage related, right? Absolutely lineage. And that's, you know, that's what gets a lot of us excited is lineage, right?
Yeah.
John is asking about what are we talking about price wise? You know, we haven't worked that out, but I doubt that this is going to be an expensive piece. I think that this is going to be quite affordable.
It's gonna be like $100, right? Isn't that what Rob said? No, we don't know. Rob hasn't mentioned that. We haven't talked to him about that. So
I don't think it's going to be. It's certainly not going to be Boba Fett expensive.
But we also don't know that, Steve. That's the problem. Like,
true, we don't know. But
we don't know.
I mean, okay, don't hold me to it.
Don't hold him to anything because
I think it's gonna. I don't think you're gonna come out of here scratching your head like the holochess set from Regal Robot. He's really not going to be doing that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but I think still, you know, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I think for some people it's gonna be well worth whatever it is, right? I don't know what that is, but
yeah, if you like unique, if you like lineage,
right,
you're gonna really appreciate this. It's not going to be, as I said, it's not going to be a typical helmet. So don't expect it to be, you know, if you just love collecting typical helmets and whatnot. I mean, RS makes great helmets. But if you just like collecting helmets, it's a little bit different than what you might be expecting.
Yeah,
it's gonna, as you said, it's gonna take a certain type of collector that's gonna like this, right? So, So I think that's as we said, the 20th we'll do the formal announcement, recording on the 16th. Anything else I should mention, Jason? Anything else I should mention about this? You want to add?
I'm thinking, so as far as mentioning additional, no, I think that I think adding any more will start to, you know, lead to some crazy guesses. So the guesses are probably already unique enough.
Yeah.
So if we add anything else to it, I think people are going to start getting really creative. So I think we're good where we are.
I'll give one more hint. Chris was besides himself excited about this. Chris, this is so perfectly up Chris's alley. He couldn't stop talking about it when
he was sticky after you were talking to him. So I think for Chris it's perfect. I'll tell you this, when I first talked about it with Steve and Jason, I wasn't extremely excited about it myself. But that's another
good hint. That's another good hint right there, Matt.
Well, is it? I don't know.
It's good. Yeah.
yeah, it's not an Ewok. We know that. We know it's not an Ewok, right? It's very different. I'm now excited the more I learn about it and the more I understand it, right? Having these conversations with you guys about what it is helped a lot. And it's gonna be I think more than anything, it's just gonna be so like so rare that it's like you kind of have to get it ish kind of a thing, right? Like that's kind of where I'm at. I just think it's such a
nobody will have this. Nobody will ever have this sort of thing in their collection. So that's
pretty
really cool.
Pretty crazy.
So if you pick it up, it's gonna be one of those things that adds to your collection, something that just makes it unique.
Right.
Ken says, I hope they'll have a raffle.
They will. They'll have a raffle.
There's always a raffle, Ken.
There's always a raffle.
And there's always multiple winners.
Yes.
Yeah, right,
there's always many multiples of winners. That's what's cool about these raffles. Yeah.
Right.
I think did Ken might have won a raffle for the chess set.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Congrats.
That was him who posted today. Okay, so I think that's it. Short but sweet. We're going to pick up here in about 17 minutes at 1:30. We're going to go through.
Look at John.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. The 11 people. We'll go through all the details on the. We'll talk about all the great announcements that came out today. We'll do our first reactions.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you soon, guys.